Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi, race fans, and welcome to ETV Live, the New Year's Bash of 2012, presented by ETV Live at Talladega Super Speedway. In the truck, at the trucks here at Talladega Super Speedway. Like I said, me and Wesley Outland in the booth, John Wessling and on the cameras here as we're actually rolling here around the track in the backstretch. Tommy Stockus on the pole with Malik Ray starting second, Adam Gilliland third, and Dylan Duvall fourth, and Jonathan Goke fifth. Brian Macklin in sixth, Lee Heron in seventh, eighth would be Matthew Largan, in ninth we have Alex Sambron, and in 10th Danny Hansen, in 11th Matt Busa, in 12th Stephen Azini, ETV's own, Jesse Atkinson in 13th, Chris Main in 14th, Justin Bolton in 15th, Clayton Selvowski in 16th, Brandon Thrasher in 17th, Matt Sanders in 18th, Mike Kirby in 19th, and Mike Johnson in 20th. Wesley Outland.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to ETV Live coverage. And what a better thing to do on the first day of the year than get ready for some of the best racing in the leader in sim broadcasting here from Talladega Super Speedway, the world's fastest super speedway in the country. And we're ready to go. 25 laps here. What a little shootout for New Year's. Happy New Year to everybody from ETV, Wesley Outland, Dakota Airman. The green flag is here, and we're underway here with the ETV New Year's Bash at Talladega. Green flag, and Tom Mazuka jumps out in front. Malik Ray in second, Adam Gilliland. They're all going to go a lap about at minimum speed, Dakota, and then they'll pick up full song in about another lap two. They're off turn two.
Yeah, Tommy Stockus getting a great restart right there, and Adam Gilliland finally getting to his bumper, looking like he's going to go the outside lane with his help of Jonathan Goke. But I know Jonathan Goke's going to go with Stockus, those two teammates, both from the same league of Paint the Yellow, as now we have, looks like we're 3 wide here, Wesley.
They did try to stick it 3 wide. They're 3 wide again into the corner. Man in the middle is Tom Mazuka. Middle machine, Adam Gilliland. He's hung out to try. 18's the weak man. Jonathan Goke hooks up with Mazuka as they come to the line. 3 wide for second to the stripe. Lap number 1, 24 to go in a shootout on New Year's Eve night, 2012. Tom Mazuka leads lap number 1 as they go to turn 1.
Still 2 wide as Moustakis, by the way, but Jonathan Goke and Adam Gilliland still 2 wide as the 3 wides kind of faded out here, looking further in the back here. We are 3 wide, though, with Matthew Largan kind of leading in the 7 car, Timmy Hill, or a Point.com car, kind of like a Timmy Hill car, as they were 3 wide. The outside really fading back. The outside lane does not really work here, as I'm seeing, I believe that's the 9 is one of those cars that's fading back, and the 10 of Jesse Atkinson.
Moustakis out in front. Now I've got that name right. That broadcast school finally paid off. Jonathan Goke in second. Adam Gilliland third. Dylan Duvall is in fourth. He's going to hook up now, but Gilliland's truck 2 lanes, both door to door, and then hung out to dry in 5th is Malik Ray. Now he'll pull to the outside lane. He'll now carry Lee Haran with him as they'll come to the line. We'll put lap number 3 on the board. Nobody breaking out of line for the front pack. Inside lane, and Mustaka still leads off turn 2.
And you can see those guys just wiggling, trying to hang on to those things. It's difficult trying to stay in line, follow that partner, because you cannot see anything. But as you see, Jonathan Goke actually backing off the Mustakas. Outside lane is going to clear them because the inside lane is hot, looks like.
One wrong slip of the move and you're in trouble as they go down to the corner. Look at this great battle, and anybody's race for the moment. Dakota Ehrman, the top 20 trucks, all in a click with one another. Throw a blanket over them. What a great thing to do on New Year's Eve, to be watching racing on ETV. The leader in sim broadcasting as we get ready for a star-studded 2013. Gilliland now on the outside lane. Comes Malik Ray. He'll go to the outside. 3 wide. They're 4 wide.
Oh, 11 turn to 18. Looks like. Yeah, I was watching that. Looks like the 18 and the 11 just forces a hold that he can't hold down. And makes contact with the 2 truck, the 2 being of Alex Sambrone and the 11 being Chris Main. And then he touches the 18 of Jonathan Goke. Jonathan Goke nowhere to go. Just a really tight fit, and the 11 just kind of forcing the issue. But as we are uncautioned here for the first time tonight, only on lap 4. Not bad though, I would say, for as much as they were moving around there on the track. And I think we have a guest in the booth in Jerry Wolf here. You got a copy, bud?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Dakota?
Doing alright. I know you don't know much about iRacing, but super speedways, what do you know about them?
Well, I tell you what, they cause a lot of damage to a lot of cars and cost a lot of people a lot of money, but I love watching them. I think they're a blast to watch, and a lot of bumper-to-bumper racing, and a lot of people like to take a lot of chances out here, and I think you're going to see that tonight.
Alright, when you look at this field, who's the guy you're looking at to win here? I mean, we have two pro drivers. One was in DBC. I think they were both in 3 of them, at least in Pro Series, or maybe a whole lot more. A lot of guys with black stripes or had black stripes. So a really good field here. Who are you looking at to win now with some of the Super Speedway regulars in here?
Yeah, you know, I don't know a whole lot of these guys in here. A couple names that sound familiar, though. Adam Gilliland, I'll be taking a look at tonight. Alex Sambrone, used to seeing that name around. Matthew Largen.
I'll tell you what though, I like that Dylan DeVal car. He was I believe is the leader after just kind of getting shuffled around, which was kind of lucky. But Dylan DeVal sneaking away with the lead under that caution. That means he has the lane choice, or he doesn't have lane choice in restart, but he does have the ability to go when he wants, so he can control the restart. He has Tom Mustakas, the Super Speedway regular, right behind him, and Mustakas just lost drafting partners. So you got to wonder if those two will get hooked up right there, and it could be a good combination there.
Absolutely, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that Dylan DeVal car. Got any takers down there on pit road?
I think we had a few damage. It looks like Mike Kirby coming down pit road taking 4 tires. I don't know why that is. Maybe just trying to stay in the back. Matthew Larkin looked like he's doing the same. Better be safe than sorry, as we have somebody pulled over on the side. That's Mustakas. Unfortunately, these guys can walk away from the computer, you know, and then come back and get their spot back, so we'll just have to see what Mustakas is doing right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, though, 5 laps into this with 25 laps only on the board, might be best to stay at the back for quite a while here if we can, Dakota. See how it shakes out. So Matthew Largen may be actually doing something pretty smart here. We'll find out, though, as we get further into this race.
We definitely will there, Jerry. And as we get set, I believe we'll be going green flag racing, not this time, but next time. So we are 2 to green, to my knowledge here. We'll have Dylan DeVal leading the restart with Malik Ray on the outside. Haven't heard much of him as of lately, but this kid was able to sneak up there and kind of get up to the 2nd place when the caution flew. Tom Mustakas, who is a paint the yellow regular, he knows how to do the super speedways. He knows how to win. I've seen him do it before. This guy's pretty good. I have a feeling he's going to be one to watch out in the end. Did run away with the pole time. I mean, he was really quick there. Mustakas going to be one to watch, I'm telling you, but he did lose his partner, so you got to look for who he's going to hook up with. Adam Gilliland up to 4th, Lee Heron up to 5th, Alex Sambrone, another black striper, or was a black striper, in the 6th, Chris Main in 7th, Brian Macklin up to 8th, Matt Busa in 9th, and Danny Hansen in 10th. Wesley Atlan.
Caution out, front of the race. It is a short sprint. Jerry Wolf, also in the broadcast here with ETV. As again, we welcome you to the New Year's Eve ETV Bash from Talladega Super Speedway. As we're working, it looks like another lap under caution. All I know, guys, is the wife bought a new phone at Walmart. She just came in, unplugged it, hooked it up to the phone line, and disconnected me. But we're all back and ready to go here, and looks like we got a new man out in front, the 6 of Dylan Duvall.
Yeah, Dylan Duvall, just like I said, sneaking away, getting up front, just barely. Him and I believe it was Adam Gilliland had to switch for the lead. Adam Gilliland able to kind of sneak away or kind of fall back and be safe, but there was an incident with the 11 of Chris Main kind of sneaking through, pushing the issue, maybe just a little bit forcing the issue, and not able to hold his line there. But we will go back green flag racing this time around, Wesley Outland.
Dylan Duvall, that number 6 truck out in front, that Chevrolet Silverado. It will be a double file restart. Outside of him is Malik Ray in the number 5. Stam Mutakis in the number 8. On the inside of row 2 will be 3rd. Adam Gilliland will be 4th on the outside of row 2 in the number 1. Lee Heron will start 5th as that first Mustang pace car will be ready to drop onto pit road. And again, as I said, Jerry, this is a 25-lap race. This is a quick sprint. You've got to be on the go because before you know it, I know this is a big track, but 25 laps will fly by in a hurry.
Oh, absolutely, 25 laps will fly by in a hurry. However, though, man, a lot of race cars get tore up here, so I'm not sure that Matthew Largent didn't do the right thing. Get on pit road, get him some fresh, get to the back of the field, kind of hang out there for a little bit, and just slowly work his way up. He's got 25 laps, like you said. It's not a lot, but it's not a little either here with 2.66 miles, guys.
And the bottom line is this. We haven't seen the big one just yet. We thought we were, but it didn't turn out as big as we thought. You got to watch out for the big one. It's not a matter of when, or it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it will happen. It could happen on this restart, or it could be happen when they're coming to the checkered flag. Happy New Year to everybody on ETV, the leader in sim broadcasting. We got a lot of great things planned for 2013, which starts next Monday night with the first edition of the 2013 and the Winter Is Motorsports Show. Fast Track Weekly Live. The RSR Full Throttle Cup Series gears up on Monday night. The Outlaw Trucks ready to go until the brand new Inside Sim Racing Thursday night series. The Maritime Racing League, so much more going on for the ride at ETV in 2013. We're glad to have you on board with us tonight. Green flag back in the air. We're to it one more time as they come to the flag stand. They are 3 wide for second. Mustakis to the inside. He goes way below the bottom line as they go into turn number 1, 4 wide, Dakota.
And that's why Lee Heron had to kind of move up, give Mustakis a little bit of room. Mustakis able to slide in front of the 11 there of Chris Main. But how about that 12 car? I mean, get a close-up of that 12 car of Lee Heron and what should be now 3rd position. He has a Taylor Swift car. Taylor Swift all over that car and put him on the back. That's a rather interesting car.
Since you've been gone, now I can breathe for the... No, wait, that's Katy Perry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I had it backwards. I'm not a very big Taylor Swift fan, but that is a nice-looking wrap job on that number 12 Chevrolet truck, for sure.
Here comes Mustakis at the outside lane. He's going to block the one of Adam Gilliland to get the push there. The 2 of Alex Ambrose also in line. This should put Mustakis to the lead. Now we see whether these 3 stay together. Mustakis again, veteran super speedway racer, so we have to see what he does. He's going to stick to the outside. Looks like he's trying to help those 3 clear him so he does not leave them.
And Jerry, it's plain to see, buddy, as they exit off of turn 2 down the back straightaway that the bump drafting is going on. You hook up, you run for a couple of laps, but then you've got to break away as you see that 6-truck tandem on the inside lane. 15 of Brian Macklin, a sit and duck on the outside. Now he'll get some company up on the outside lane. Now he's going to get hung to dry as that truck goes to the bottom. But they can only run that way for about 3 to 5 laps because if they stay like that, the truck overheats.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you something else to watch out there for, Dakota, what these guys might need to remember. They keep shoving these guys down here on the apron, and it's kind of reverse theory, but what goes down must come up.
And no doubt about it, little wiggle there from the Alex Cayambrone truck in the number 2 in front of the 1 of Adam Gilliland, but still Dylan Duvall holding off all comers. As they go down the back straightaway, nobody is breaking out of line. Duval, Gilliland, Sambron. And by the way, if we get your last names confused and mangled, we do not mean to. We do apologize. We're doing the best we can here at ETV. Malik Ray, 4th. Lee Heron, the top 5 in that Taylor Swift truck, as they'll all come to the stripe, put another lap on the board. Guys, we're almost halfway. This reminds me of an all-star race or even the Bud Shootout, so to speak, that they do at Daytona.
Yeah, and Dylan DeVault going to the back, making the switch or letting the one get some air. That the 2 of Alex Sambron, I believe that's Alex Sambron, will be a little hot, so he won't be able to quite push Adam Gilliland all the way. But Dylan DeVault and Malik Ray may come back up to the front on the outside. You have to see here what happens. Tommy Stock is pulling up into 3rd, but being challenged now on the outside lane by Dylan DeVault.
Racing underway. They're going to come to the line in 2 laps and take halfway. It looks like the 1 truck, Adam Gilliland, now goes to the lead. Sambron in 2nd. Mustakas now sits in 3rd. He now bump drafts the 1 of the Sambron to the inside. On the outside comes Dylan Duval. He'll get a wingman also. Malik Ray, they'll make contact. He'll drift up in front of Gilliland. New leader as they come through the tri-oval. Back to the flag stand, Jerry, as they go to turn 1. Dylan Duval back to the point in turn 1. But here comes Malik Ray on the outside.
You got to remember, there is no yellow line rule here. They can't pass on the yellow line. Nobody can tell them no.
You're exactly right. No yellow line rule in the real series of NASCAR. If you go below the yellow line and you advance your position, you will get penalized if you do not give that position back. It's fair game here tonight in the ETV New Year's Bash 25. What a great race. The leader in sim broadcasting bringing it to you. Just a sample, a little tidbit of what's in store for 2013. To the line, we'll crank it up for you halfway on New Year's Eve at Talladega. Here they come, 3 wide, back into the corner. Sambron under attack. Gilliland stuck in the middle. And while that's going on, Dylan Duval is in a meet his own bottom down to the inside. As now they'll finally break apart. But they're 3 wide behind the leaders. The top 20 still in a click with one another. Now Gilliland's got a wingman. Taylor Swift's come to play. Lee Haran, that is, as they go to the outside lane. We just passed halfway. Dakota Ehrman, it's still Dylan Duval out in front in the 6th.
What you got to watch is that too. Alex Sambron has been behind people. He has not had clean air in several laps, so that car is going to be hot and not going to be able to push very long. As you can see, the outside lane is getting right up next to him because the 2 of Alex Sambron cannot push. As now we have Adam Gilliland challenging for the lead.
1 wrong slip, and it's going to be costly for the field. They're 3 wide. They're 4 wide. They're meat and sandwich and hot dog between buns is going to be Gilliland, and followed by the 12 of Heron. And then in that mix, the green truck, the number 4, Matt Busa. 1 wrong slip in the middle lane, and you got nowhere to go. Clowns to the left of me, Jokers to the right, stuck in the middle. Willie Burke as they exit off turn 2.
Yeah, usually what you see is when they're 3 wide, the inside lane and the outside lane get like a parachute kind of effect and slow down big time. Not really seeing that right now, so this is a little bit different for some of these guys, I'm telling you. But Malik Ray challenging on the very outside here, which is rather hard to do.
Field flies by, 3 wide again in turn number 3. Into turn 4. Gilliland hung out to dry as the field comes back to the stripe. Time is running out. They'll have 10 laps to go this New Year's Eve. 25 laps shootout on the ETV Live Online Auto Sports Entertainment Network. Wesley Outland, Dakota Ehrman, Jerry Wolf alongside. Executive producers J.D. Webb and John Westling running the boards. And we've given you this great event to give you a sample of what's in store beginning next Monday for 2013 on New Year's Eve 2012. What a better thing to do to cut on the last day of the year than racing sim style on ETV. And a great race we've got here. Anybody's to win. Here comes the 2. Alex Simmenbrone down to the inside. He'll now try to hook up with the 1 of Adam Gilliland to the inside. Now for the lead. Not going to run him down. Duvall's going to have to try on the outside in turn 4.
No, he's got Lee Harrod right behind him. Lee Harrod getting right out of the bumper and pushing him before the 1 and the 2 get hooked up. So it looks like the 12 and the 6 might have the edge. Can Dylan Duvall clear the 1 and get back down there, or can he not?
Below the yellow line goes that number 8 truck of Tom Moustakis as he falls back to 6th spot. Here comes Clayton Klovelski. Clayton Silvelski in the 14 truck now moves his way up to 4th. The black and 14 ready to hook up with the 12 machine of Lee Heron. They're 4 wide down the back straightaway. 1 wrong slip and we got trouble. Now Dylan Duvall goes to the lead in turn 3. There comes Lee Heron. He wants to stick his nose in the gunfight. Door to door, 2 drafts in the corner.
And 3 wide, almost 4 wide back in the back. Once again, you saw the parachute take effect, or the parachute effect take effect, and the 8 of Tom Moustakis losing a lot of ground. That 16 coming down right in front of Moustakis, happening to lift just a little bit. Going to lose quite a bit of speed here. 3
Here
wide
they
again.
come back to the stripe. This time by, it'll be 9 laps to go. We got trouble in the back. 15 machine. Brian Macklin goes for a ride into the infield grass. Doesn't look like he might have picked up anybody else, but we got caution on the Speedway, fellers, and this will set up for a shootout. The 15 goes around. Single incident in that Chevrolet truck, and the caution's out for the 2nd time.
Yeah, it looks like he got 2 other guys, but not much contact. Looks like when he came down, he got the 10. I'm not sure who the 10 is. I'm looking. The 10 is Jesse Atkinson, and I'm looking for the other guy. I see another guy that looks like the 13 going around as well. The 13 being Justin Bolton. So those 2 kind of just being innocent bystanders, nowhere to go, and kind of get taken out. But it looks like not much contact made, if any. So everybody looks like they could be clean.
Well, there's one reason for certain, ladies and gentlemen, tuning into the broadcast, why we are the leader in sim broadcasting, ETV Live, and we're going to give you an ETV review replay here. Watch your screen in just a moment. You will see the 15 of Brian Macklin coming into the tri-oval, looped it around on the outside lane, took it to the infield grass, and collected 2 other trucks in the process, and it looks like he's limping, possibly getting ready to come down to pit road. Shootout time, less than 7 laps to go. We'll take our commercial break, our only commercial break, and take you to the finish here from Talladega Super Speedway. You're tuned in to the New Year's Eve ETV 25 Shootout Bash on the leader in sim broadcasting, ETV Live, online on the Sports Entertainment Network. But you're not going to miss a thing under
And back live at Talladega Super Speedway with the ETV Live New Year's Bash 2012 here, the final race for ETV Live in 2012, but not the final for the week. I believe we'll have one more maybe this week, and I know next Monday coming up will be a new, or I believe it's a new 2013 edition of And the Winner Is Motorsports. I know Wesley Outling, you can tell us more about that.
Absolutely. Boy, I tell you what, if you thought the 2012 edition of And the Winner Is Motorsports show was something, wait until 2013. A lot of great things are planned. I've got inside stories going on with NASCAR, the IRL, the Indy Racing League IndyCar Series. We're going to cover some of that stuff. We're also going to be talking drag racing this year and even go-kart racing with the leader in go-karting. The WKA, the World Karting Association, got a lot of great things planned. And, of course, also on Tuesday night, next Tuesday night, the debut of Fast Track Weekly Live with the nation's first and premier Pro Dirt Late Model Series in the country, celebrating our 10th anniversary, entitled The Decade of Speed in 2013, hosted by yours truly. Fast Track Weekly Live, presented by FK Rod Ends, airs next Tuesday night. So a lot of great broadcasts coming up, and don't forget about all the great sim races that go along with it. Guys, it's going to be a great year in 2013 for the leader in sim broadcasting, from simulation to now reality, ETV Live.
And as JD Webb would say, I believe the back door has opened, and somebody snuck through, somebody who should be taking a nap right now, I do believe. JD Webb?
Hey, dude, they call me that cowboy. Hey, I'm here to tell you, I just heard Wesley talking about some of the new stuff coming up in 2013. Here's the rundown, cowboy. Monday nights, And the Winner Is Motorsports Show, as Wesley said. And then following that, the RSR Full Throttle Cup Series returns in 2013. Tuesday night, Fast Track Racing Series. Wesley can tell you all about that. Fast Track Racing Series weekly. And then following that, the ETV Live Team Series returns with Jerry Wolf. Wednesday night, Maritime iRacing League. Dude, if you're into late model short track racing, you want to tune in on Wednesday nights. Thursday nights, back with RSR. Again, the Asphalt Assault, sponsored by Inside Sim Racing TV. Friday night, we just signed a new league, and the information is so hot, I can't even touch the ink yet. Hasn't dried, but look for a new series coming your way on Friday nights at ETV Live. So with 2013, I tell you what, boy, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And JD Webb, along with John Westling, all the great hard work you guys have done. What is we're still under caution flag, and it looks like we're going to have one hellacious shootout here for the final race of the 2012 season of these trucks at Talladega. But how can you sum up how 2012's been for ETV?
Awesome, just simply awesome. We've been able to do some of the things that we've only dreamt about in the past. But, thanks to everybody that pitched in with ETV Live. Of course, you, Dakota, Jerry Wolf rejoining us here in the later part of 2012. Just been a whole host of people that has contributed. One thing that we're very proud of, we surpassed the 200,000 viewer mark with, with our product, with our ETV Live. So we're very happy about that. So it's just been a fantastic season.
And, of course, as I said, if you thought 2012 was exciting, get ready for 2013. It's going to be even more, bigger, and better than ever. We're still under the caution flag, working lap number 21. Guys, I'll tell you what, we might be setting it up, Dakota, for like a 2 or 3 lap shootout.
Yes, the pace lights are still on the pace car, so it's going to be interesting to see. I believe we should get the lights off this time. I hope, at least. We should have about a 4-lap shootout, like you said, though, maybe a 3, which will be interesting because if we get a caution, the race will be over. So if we get a quick caution, it'll finish just about how they are when the caution comes out. But if we get the white flag, there will be no caution because cautions do not fly on the white flag, so it's going to be a race to the finish line, which it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
Hey, by the way, JD Webb, I'm going to bring you back in here, buddy, because you and me and Michael Keaton called an exciting race in the trucks a couple of weeks ago with the RSR Outlaw Full Throttle the RSR Outlaw Truck Series, where Dwayne Vincent, the Cobra, went on to win a crazy, wild race. And we know this track has the opportunity to present some wild finishes.
Yeah, it does. I'll tell you what, being back up in the booth with Michael Keaton, kind of back in the saddle again. And I tell you, we did have a good time. It was a great race and an exciting finish, as we have seen frequently here at on ETV Live. So looks like the pace car lights are off. Looks like we're going to get a couple of lap shootout here, guys. So buckle in, hold on tight.
It'll be a green, white, checker shootout unless the caution flag falls. I'm going to let everybody know now, if the yellow flag comes out, the race will be official. But this is going to be a 2-lap shootout. They're working 3 laps remaining now. When the first Mustang pace car drops onto pit row, it will be a green, white, checker shootout. Row 1. The 6 on the inside, that Silverado of Dylan Duvall. On the outside, the Taylor Swift number 12 of Lee Horan in his Chevrolet. Row number 2, Adam Gilliland in the number 1. And we've got the 14 of Clayton Klavelski to his outside. The number 2 and 5th inside row 3, Alex Simbrone to his outside. Matt Sanders in the 17. That is your top 6th. 7th is the 16 of Brandon Thrasher. 8th, the number 20 of Mike R. Johnson. Tom Moustakis is 9th in the 8th. Malik Ray is 10th in the number 5. And we have 19 trucks on the lead lap. Jonathan Goke is currently 17 laps down. Dakota, shootout, buddy. Who do you think's going to win it?
I told you from the beginning, I have my eyes on number 6. He's put himself up front in the lead position on both of these restarts after the caution. So the number 6 sure knows how to get up there. That's Dylan Duvall, and I have no doubt about it, as we have a green, white checkered, actually, Wesley.
Green, white checker is what I've been told now. So we'll be coming to the line this time by pace car. Drops on to pit road. Here comes the field through the tri-oval. Ready for the start. Green flag back in the air. Hold your breath. Pull them belts tight. On ETV Live, the leader in sim broadcasting in the New Year's Eve Bash 25. Back to green flag. On the jump, Dylan Duvall gets the outside lane. He's got Haran hooked up with him, but the inside lane of Adam Gilliland works off turn number 2.
Not quite enough help for Duvall. He just finally got Lee Hare worked on the bumper, but now they have a 3-car, kind of a 3-car tandem on the inside lane, which is really not going to help that outside lane. A 3-car tandem is very quick, actually. It's kind of rare to be able to do easily here, though, but we have to see what these guys can do, whether that 14 on the rear can hang on to them.
Here they come. They drift up a little bit. The 2 get sideways. So does the 14. That's Zambrone and Haran. In the 14 is Savelski on the inside. The outside lane is Dylan Duvall. They'll come to the tri-oval this time by. It'll be 2 laps to go. 2 laps remaining here at the flag stand at Talladega. They'll be at full song when they come to the stripe next time by to take the white flag. Lap machine. A Thrasher gets out of the way down to the bottom. I'm sorry, that's the number 10 truck getting out of harm's way. And Jesse Atchison, he falls back now into 10th. And the field goes down the back stretch. They're 3 wide. They're juking. They're jiving. Nobody breaks out of position to the inside. Gilliland leads them in turn 3, coming to the white flag, Dakota.
They were 4 wide going through that corner with that lap car. Moustakis and Malik Ray were trying to make the outside lane work, not quite able to do it. Now we have Dylan Duvall and Lee Herring coming on the outside of Alex Sanbrone and I believe it's Adam Gilliland.
9 getting sideways in the back. That's Steven Azzini, one of our ETV broadcasters, getting a little sideways there. They're 3 wide behind the top 2 rows that are 2 wide. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go at Talladega in the final race of 2012 on ETV. Dylan Duvall leads it, but here comes the lady Taylor Swift, number 12 truck. Lee Haran, the driver. Here comes the 1. Adam Gilliland on the inside. He's going to carry the number 2 of Alex Simbrone on the bottom. Here they come. They're door-to-door to cut heading to turn 3 in the finish.
It's like Dylan Duvall could have jumped down there and blocked the inside lane. He could have stole the win possibly, but he stayed on the outside with Lee Herring. Lee Herring loose on the bumper, falling back, maybe costing them what could be the win as they're all shuffling back there. We have cars inside the cars here. This is insane.
Cars inside of cars are bumping, they're banging. Steven is in to get sideways again. Number 10 goes to the bottom of the apron. Jesse Atchison, he spins. Looks like he's coming to pit road. They're bumping, they're banging. 1 contact, more contact. They hit each other. 11 machine goes spinning. That's Chris Mann at the flag stand. It's going to be the number 6 of, looks like, no, excuse me, Adam Gilliland has won this race. Adam Gilliland to the inside, makes the move on the 6th of Dylan Duvall, and he will win here in a wild race at Talladega. Second spot, as I mentioned, to Dylan Duvall in the 6th. Third will go to Alex Sombrone in the 2, Lee Haran 4th, and Tom Moustakis the top 5. Silveski, Thrasher, Ray, Busa, and Maine running out the top 10. Dakota Ehrman, what a crazy finish there.
Without a doubt, crazy. That was probably one of the best we've seen in a while. It's always fun to come to Talladega. You never know what's going to happen and who can do what, but always exciting, like I said.
Dylan Duvall absolutely did everything he could to try to make a move on the inside, and it just would not stick. The outside lane, he tried everything he could on the outside lane to make it work, but the inside lane was the way to go. Ride or die on the bottom, as a lot of drivers say in reality, same here in the Sims world, as Adam Gilliland in the number 1 Chevrolet Silverado truck holds off a hornet's nest of competitors to win here tonight at Talladega.
And again, just such an exciting win there, exciting finish. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and step away real fast, take a quick commercial break, and we'll come right back with interviews or post-race interviews.
Hey, JD here with ETV Live, and let me tell you something. If it's too big for the pickup truck and you need to move it, there's only one trucking company you need to call, and don't bother with the Yellow Pages Cowboy. I'll give you that number in a minute. Manufactured goods, automotive, technical equipment, furniture, even if you need a reefer, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated is the only choice, Cowboy. With locations in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Rancho Cucamonga, California, if you need to move it, store it, and keep it cold, you need to call Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated. Long haul, short haul, or just across town, Gary Mercer has the best trained and qualified drivers to get your load from point A to point B with professionalism and on time. So remember, Hoss, if it don't fit in a pickup truck, you're going to need a real truck, Cowboy. Sponsors of ETV Live's Friday Night Showdown, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, 1-800-668-2980.
Inside SimRacing.tv, the fastest show on the internet. Sim racing news and reviews since 2007, with new shows every week.
Tonight's broadcast on ETV Live is presented by VRC MK2 Virtual Racing Seat, Stock Car Evolution, and the winner is Motorsports Show, Gary Mercer Trucking Incorporated, Inside SimRacing.tv, ETV Live, music presented by the Von Erichs. Welcome back to the Talladega post-race show. Here is the New Year's Eve bash is in the books. Wesley Outland in Command Central alongside is Dakota Ehrman as this race is in the books and an exciting event here on the Leader in Sim Broadcasting for the final broadcast of 2000.
Well, I think Wesley was trying to say
Until it
that
was all said and done, Dakota Ehrman, the great finish, a great finish between Dylan Duvall, Adam Gilliland on the inside, Ride or Die on the bottom. He made it stick, and he won. We're going to go down to Dakota Ehrman, who's with our fourth.
Actually, we're going to go down. I'm standing here with Tommy Stuckers, our 5th place finisher. I actually found him. Tom, how you doing, bud?
Doing all right tonight, Mr. Dakota.
All right, man. You qualified on the pole. You really good super speedway racer. You raced Paint the Yellow. You're a super speedway regular. Were you kind of confident coming into this race?
It's I don't know if I'm confident coming into these races, but because it's always crazy with the guys that are always in here. A lot of talent, and it's just crazy when you get in there with them. But yeah, I mean, it's just all about picking your spots, being in the right spot, and have a lot of luck in these big split races.
I know usually when we go 3 wide, you see the inside lane and the outside lane kind of getting a parachute effect, and the middle lane able to kind of run away with it. But that didn't look like the case tonight, was it? In your perspective?
It was just kind of a roadblock the whole way. The top 2 guys were. Whoever was leading the front 2 lines were doing a good job keeping it a parking lot, and on that last run I had a huge run with Malik pushing me, and we shot up the outside because there was really nowhere else to go, and we got almost up to the front guys and started falling back, but it was just a crazy race.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and ask finally who makes it happen for you, bud.
Just everybody at PaintTheYellow, iRacerStuff.com. And always the fans. They're the best.
Alright, thank you, Tom. We're going to throw the mic down to Jerry Wolf, who's standing by with Lee Heron in the Taylor Swift car.
Hey, Lee, buddy, great race out there tonight. Kept it up front most of the night. Tell us a little bit about your race, if you would.
Well, it was pretty wild. It was just a roadblock up front. I mean, couldn't make any passes, couldn't get anywhere. Just stayed hot the whole time. It was a blast, though.
Yeah, we noticed a lot of wiggle up there, back and forth a little bit. I tell you what, these super speedway tracks are kind of fun, and I actually kind of like to get out there and run a few myself. But man, you guys put on one heck of a show tonight for the end of the year here, and hopefully I can get you some more, or get you some good wins in the New Year's coming up. Anybody you'd like to thank out there tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody at Last Row Motorsports and my main sponsor, Unique Signs and Design, and of course Taylor Swift for coming on the hood for this race. And I'd like to thank Ray Alfala for making a great setup for us to run.
Absolutely, buddy. And your Taylor Swift ride definitely got some camera time tonight. There's no doubt about that. Hey, great race there, though, Lee, and hope to see you here on the track here again real soon. Throw it back up to Dakota Ehrman, buddy.
And standing here with Alex Zambrone. Alex, you were so close. I mean, you were right there racing Dylan Duvall for 2nd position. Dylan just kind of able to just barely edge you out. What was going through your mind, man?
Yeah, definitely interesting. I tried to work that in there to get him the win, but came up short a second. Can't complain about third, though.
Alright, Alex, man, you kind of held it up front all race, but when I watched you were going with Adam Gilliland and Dylan Duvall. I mean, were you kind of stuck with either one of those, or I mean, do you have one certain partner, or was Dylan Duvall kind of just kind of randomly there?
I probably could have got with him at 1-2, but I just stuck with Adam at the end there since we gotta end up nose to tail. Best option.
Alright, Adam, finally, who makes it happen for you, bud?
Everyone at Schmidt
Alright,
and
Adam, finally, who makes it happen for you?
Adam Gillen for working with me at the end there.
And now we're gonna go ahead and pass it down to Steven and Zinni, who's staying by with your 2nd place finisher, Dylan Duvall.
Hey guys, I just want to step in after the race. Dylan, finished 2nd tonight. You saw you working with Alex and Adam most of the race. Tell us about your race and how'd you get to 2nd?
It was pretty good, Steven. On that final restart, I decided it would probably be best to jump up high with Lee, and it worked out pretty good. Didn't get the win, but a close 2nd to Adam. You can't complain about that.
Alright, who makes it happen for you, bud?
I'd like to thank Wheelstamp Pro, JDR Graphics, Tim's Corner, Gale Force Racing, and also the guys at Schmidden for working with me throughout the race, and Lee for pushing me at the end.
Alright, Dylan, thank you. And I'm going to send down to, I believe, Jerry Wolf, who's caught up with our race winner.
Yeah, thank you so much, and Zinni, of course, great job hearing from you again, man. We had a great job and a fun time with Michael Keaton announcing that race with the ISR 200 at Rockingham with him working on pit road with us. And in the victory lane, here we go after 25 laps in a wild truck race here at Talladega. The winner in the number 1 truck, Adam Gilliland. Adam, I'll tell you what, buddy, I said ride or die on the bottom, calling the race when you took the checkers. It just seemed like your truck was hooked up driving the bottom of the racetrack tonight. Congrats on your victory.
Yeah, well, thank you. First and foremost, I couldn't have got that win with the help of Alex Chambrone pushing me there at the end, and Dylan Duval for counting down that restart there at the end. We were working with Lee, Dylan, Chambrone. We all had great runs tonight, and it shows finishing 1 through 4. But yeah, it was a great race. The bottom was definitely the place to be, unless, of course, you were overheating, and then the outside guys would come around the outside with the run because the other guys on the inside were having to check up because of overheating problems. But like you're saying, ride or die on the inside.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and a great race that you put on here tonight. But I'll tell you what, it was very intense. A lot of 4 or 5 wide racing at times, but man, it just seems like that truck tandems was going on all throughout the event. Did you have to really be stuck together in a pack to try to have an opportunity to run for the checker flag?
Yeah, the tandem, well, it's gotten a little bit better as of late. You could usually pack race, and you can hang, but if you want to win the race or make passes on people, you definitely got to hook up in the tandem. And like there at the end, I got hooked up with my teammate Alex Chambrone in the tandem, and I think Dylan Duval got hooked up with Lee. So it worked out for both of us, but obviously I got the better end of the stick. Just the luck of the draw there, but definitely the tandem was the quicker of the two, but you can definitely hang in the pack if you decide to elect with the other option in pack racing.
No doubt about it, man. I want to thank the got you in the victory lane here tonight at Talladega.
I'd like to thank Gary Mercer Trucking, Brendan Mercer for coming on board my Cup Car program in the Pro Series. I'd also like to thank JD Laird at JDR Graphics, Tim Terry at Tim's Corner Motorsports, and ETV for putting on the Pro Series and broadcasting this to finish out this new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, and everyone at Smitten Chassis Works.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you much. Race fans, your winner here tonight in the final race of 2012. In less than T-minus 23 minutes to drop the ball in Times Square in New York. And then, of course, you got about another 3 hours in Cheryl's Ford or Cheryl Hills, California time for J.D. Webb to ring in the new year. But that winner, Adam Gilliland, is your official race winner here tonight at Talladega with the trucks here tonight in a wild event. Dakota Ehrman, your final thoughts on things before we throw it to J.D. Webb to give his final synopsis of ETV and then close us out with a little Old Lang Syne for the new year.
Well, Talladega Superspeedway, like we said, always interesting, always fun. Usually provides very good finishes like it did tonight. Congratulations to our winner and Dylan Duval on running up. I'm kind of excited for the new year, and it's going to be really interesting, I think.
No doubt about it. Dakota Ehrman, always a pleasure working with you, buddy. I think you're definitely getting your money's worth working down on pit road and then coming up in the booth. Definitely are MRN material one day. Me and you might be working the NASCAR event. And by the way, I don't know who the comment was that somebody had put in the broadcast that we did at Rockingham saying that, we should work for NASCAR. You never know. Maybe one day we might get that opportunity to do something like that. But we absolutely have fun doing this. J.D. Webb, John Wessling, we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. What a great year we've had, sir.
You bet. I tell you what, John, he's stuck downstairs in the production trailer down there. He's still pushing the buttons on the cameras as always. But I'll tell you what, Cowboy, there ain't no better in the business than John Wessling. He started this thing a number of years ago, and we have taken it to the moon and back, Cowboy. And I'll tell you, there is no other better broadcaster out there than ETV Live. A lot coming your way in 2013. We have booked a number of weekly events starting out on Monday nights, and the Winter's Motorsports Show returns following that, the Real Sim Racing Full Throttle Cup Series. Now, let me tell you something. If you didn't see it last season, you need to watch this race, this series this season. This is a full-on 36-week. They follow the Cup schedule, some of the finest racing you'll ever witness by a league on ETV Live. Tuesday nights, taking it to Fast Track Racing Weekly radio show, and then the ETV Live Team Series returns with Jerry Wolf. I tell you, this is another one. Jerry started this a number of years ago in an ARCA sim, and I'll tell you, some of the best racing you ever want to witness came out of that team series a few years back. Jerry returns with Tuesday nights with the ETV team series. On Wednesday nights, the Maritime iRacing League. Now this, Cowboy, I tell you what, if you're into late model short track kick-ass racing, then you want to tune in on Wednesday nights with the Maritime iRacing League here on ETV Live. And then on Thursday night, Real Sim Racing returns with another series, Asphalt Assault, sponsored by the Inside Sim Racing TV outfit with Darren Ganji and his boys over there, Friday nights. Now this is another one we just picked up, just signed. The ink is still wet on the contract, but picked it up today. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It's I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's a plate track. It's a super speedway series, but it's done in a shootout style format, and it's a whole lot of fun. We've done a number of these things in the past, and it's they do a couple of heat races and a feature race, and it's a blast to watch and even to call up in the booth. So 2013, I tell you, it's right around the corner. And a lot in store for ETV Live here for next year.
No doubt about it. Man, are you out of breath saying all that stuff?
Yeah, before I leave, I can't sit here and name everybody because there's been a lot of people involved at ETV Live. We are absolutely open source, and a lot of people have contributed to our success. Of course, all the people sitting up here in the booth, even Dylan Duvall, Alex Chambrone, they've got some seat time up here in the booth. Did an outstanding job here a couple of days ago. Jerry Wolf returning from a log of absence. Dakota Ehrman, Mike Keaton, Wesley Outland. The list just goes on and on and on, but it could not have been done without the guys that sit up here in the booth. You can sit here and stream all you want. You can put up the pretty pictures, all the overlays, but what makes it entertaining is you guys up here in the booth. You guys make it happen. All we do is sit back, push the buttons, and make sure it gets out to all of our fantastic viewers out there. But a big thank you for to everybody who contributed to the success of ETV Live. Huge thank you. And John and I certainly appreciate everybody's involvement and their contributions.
And I'll tell you what, and I mean this from the heart to everybody that is tuned into the broadcast and everybody that I've worked with all season long here. Veteran announcer, 15 years. I do it for real life. Being the series announcer for Fast Track Racing Series and so many numerous different organizations I get to be involved with. And I know that this is not a reality racing, but this is one of the most exciting things that I can say I'm so happy to be a part of. Everybody here is like family to me. When we have our heartbreaks, we have our, for instance, my wife was in the hospital Saturday night, and John and JD and even Dalton, everybody that was in here in the broadcast said, hey, we send our condolences. I pray for her. Hope everything will be all right. Same thing with JD and the demons that he's got going on and the trials and tribulations that he's facing with his surgeries and everything else, and being under the weather and not being able to do the races like he would love to do. And the backbone of John Wesleyan and everybody that has the heart and soul, Dakota Ehrman, to make these things a success here at ETV. I am thoroughly honored and privileged that I was asked to come on part of this deal on board, and I cannot wait for 2013. And I hope everybody has a great, happy New Year. Dakota Ehrman, I want to let you throw some things also before we get on out of here, because I know that you're a big integral part with ETV. And what's your thoughts of the end of the year for 2012?
It was a great year. I was grateful to be let on here a while ago, and a lot of fun to be up here and working with everybody that we do. And I want to thank everybody that works with us and everybody even on the track. They do a great job on track, and it makes our job a lot easier to do what we do. And it's just a great job or a great thing. It's a lot of fun. That's really all I can say about it, Wesley.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Remember, the next broadcast on ETV will be coming up on Friday. I believe it's January the 5th, Friday, January the 5th, and we have got a special ETV, the series, that will be coming up at 8 o'clock or 8:30 Eastern this upcoming Friday night. And, of course, the next time we're in the booth, the RSR, Icebreaker Winter Series on Monday night at 9:30 when we drop the green flag to get that program started. And then, of course, remember, And the Winner Is Motorsports Show with me and Mike Neff and Marcus Morgan. Going to be jumping on as a special guest from time to time this year as well from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. For J.D. Webb, John Wesley, Dakota Ehrman, everybody that makes it happen, got to send a shout-out to my good buddy Batman, Michael Keaton. Always enjoy working with him. Jerry Wolf, thanks for having you in the broadcast tonight as well. We leave you with Old Lang Syne. Happy New Year. Good night. God bless all of you from everybody at ET.